one of the things that has struck me is the disparate forces at work here. You have government, you have industry, and you have individuals, NGOs, the United Nations. Even looking here, you see UNWTO, UNEP, Swiss Government, World Economic Forum, World Meteorological Association. And I'm wondering, Chris, if the tourism industry, which you say should lead the way, is quite as integrated as it should be. Does it know what it's doing at the moment, or is it a debate that's still evolving?
Good question, and what a great role for UNWTO. In an organisation and being part of a broader leadership that sometimes struggles for our very reason for being, here's a reason for being. Coordinated debate, coordinate between the private and public sector. Because if you think about it, this is one of the first true issues that goes beyond every jurisdiction. I can, in Australia, with all of my colleagues in government as well, work as hard as we can to be the most exemplary citizen, or what Sri Lanka's doing, and congratulations to incredible effort Sri Lanka, and we've had parts of regional Australia doing the same sort of thing. No matter how hard, no matter how successful we are, if the country next door doesn't do it, then it's a waste of time. So for all of us, we need the global umbrella that international organisations provide. We need to sign on to it, and as I said, hopefully Australia will sign on next time. But this is the time to shine for WTO, UNWTO, to bring together with all of the other players in the game, with the NGOs. And it's a message to some of the NGOs, and we're very proud of our poverty alleviation. But I was in London when they tried to stage a shutdown Heathrow debate, which of course about 8 people turned up to. So it didn't seem to drive massive debate in the UK either. But the NGOs, environmental and other NGOs, will have to decide. Tourism surely is a lesser of all evils when it comes to most economic activity. We need to do our bit. We need to get better. We need to be exemplary. But we also need a partnership with the NGOs. In Australia, we've had one with our major environmental NGO for 5 or 10 years and working on protecting the national estate, growing rainforests and national parks and others. But now is the time for the two of us to be as one, not to be fighting with each other. Because if you had to choose between tourism, mining, manufacturing, I know what's going to be done properly, a much lesser footprint on the globe. So we have to build that partnership, and we'd hope that partnership would be reciprocated.